YouTube, it's Bethany from Madeline Jean Antiques Restoration. Oh, this is exciting. We are on part 9 of this build, and I believe that this will be the final video to us building this greenhouse in my backyard. If you've just stumbled across this video, it's maybe because you're building one of these yourself. So welcome, 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 welcome. And if you've been following along, thanks so much for following us on this just entertaining, stressful, frustrating, exciting journey of building this greenhouse. It has taken us a very long time, mainly due to the weather here in New Hampshire, but we're finally like on the last lap here. So we're on part 9. If you've missed the previous parts, 1 through 8, I've created a playlist of us building this greenhouse from start to finish here. So that playlist will be listed under the video description of this video. So part 9, I learned something here. I learned one thing, I pronounce a lot of words wrong. And I think it stems back to my childhood. I stuttered for a very long time, younger. And I remember going to a speech therapist, and then I remember getting like hearing tests, a lot of them, and then like my right ear, I was told I had some hearing loss. So I don't know. I just think I learned some words wrong and I have a hard time unlearning them. So I've always said this next part. I've always said pergola, pergolo, pergolo. I've always said pergolo, okay? It's pergola. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Pergola. Okay, so we're putting together the pergola in the front, the structure in the front of the greenhouse, and we're putting in the front door. This is so exciting. So please enjoy part 9. I believe this will be the final part to the greenhouse. And then you know what? I'm gonna film future tutorials because I'm gonna be adding accessories. I'm gonna show you like best practices when it comes to like temperature control in your greenhouse and what I'm growing and what I'll be able to grow here in the coming fall. And hopefully I'll be able to utilize this greenhouse in the winter. I'm not sure. Fingers crossed. It is New Hampshire, by the way. So enjoy this part 9. I appreciate you guys so much for following along so far. So let's get back in the backyard and let's finish this baby off. Okay, before we head out to the backyard, I'm shamelessly using my cute little dog Biscuit here. This is Biscuit. He's my 5-pound Chihuahua. I'm using him to grab your attention. I sure am. And I'm using him to ask you guys, please subscribe to my channel. I'm a lot of fun here. We got a lot of variety. I mostly do refinishing furniture, restoration work, tips and tricks and stuff like that, but I do a lot of DIY work. And now you better believe it, I'm gonna be in the garden. So I'm gonna have a lot of gardening content come up. So let me make the mistakes, learn from me. That's how I always see things. Let me do all the blunders and whatever out there, and then I'll share my knowledge with you. So follow me here at Madeline Jean Antiques Restoration. You know where that subscribe button is. It's in the lower right hand corner, and then you go to the main page on my YouTube, and then there's like a bell there. Ring that, and then you will be notified every time I upload a new tutorial. So with further ado, we're gonna head out to the backyard. Biscuit is gonna go lounge in his sunspot and recharge his batteries, his barking batteries. So we'll see you guys soon. So we say toodaloo, right, Biscuit? Toodaloo. He doesn't look too thrilled. Okay, it's pergola time. I think I pronounced that right. Pergola, pergola. Okay, we are starting to put this together on a Friday afternoon before it starts to rain, because you know it's been almost 13 Saturdays in a row that it has rained in New Hampshire. So we're gonna try and get at least the legs and the top part put together here, and then we're gonna lift it up and attach it to the front of the greenhouse. I would highly recommend, if you have a table or a couple of sawhorses lying around, that you would put this up on it, because it'll just make it easier when you're assembling it. Using a kitchen chair, not so much. So this is what it'll look like. See if we tip the camera. This is what it'll look like when it's attached. We're getting it semi-assembled here. Okay, we got stopped by a downpour, so we had to quit. It is now the next morning. He is dragging me out here early on a Saturday morning. Yeah, look at me. I'm still in my pajama pants and my bathrobe. We have decided on the front here that we are going to put 2 little circular garden beds. We are trying to utilize as much space as we can in my garden and grow wherever we can. So that's why we decided to do this. It's part aesthetics, part functionality. He's so fed up with this project. Just listen to him. Here's what the inside of those garden beds look like. We just have the pergola legs sitting on some cinder blocks.
For the moment, we will adjust this and level it when the time comes. We just wanted to get an idea where they'll be sitting, and I wanted to show you guys visually what it looks like. So after you attach 3 small pergola rafters, you're going to go in and put 7 purlins in. They're really slender, and you're just going to stagger them. We did have an issue of like our drill reaching where we were going to screw the screws in. So we were thinking, if you're going to do this, if we were to do this over, we'd probably put the first one that's closest to the front of the greenhouse first and work our way out with screwing it. Instead of what he did, he put them all and he started from the other way, and you can see that he gets into a little bit of a snag being able to reach the drill up underneath. Be prepared, this is going to take you a while. You have to put in 35 screws. Okay, let's move back into the inside. We are going to install the power port. The power port comes with some directions here of how to install it. It also comes with a template. I would advise using the template to put it up against your workstation. It'll help you mark where you need to be making those pilot holes. Speaking of the pilot holes, we did notice something different here. So the power port comes with its own hardware, its own screws. These silver screws right here, they looked very sturdy. But when I go back to the original manual, it showed using different screws than what was included with the power port. So use the screws that actually come with the power port, not the screws, these right here, because they looked really thin and really small. So don't use the ones that come in the manual. Use the ones that are in the box with the power port. Once your screws are attached, you simply just slide on the power port. There's 2 screws on top and 2 screws on the bottom. Next, you'll be installing your thermostat. You're going to be plugging your thermostat into the power port, and then the exhaust fan is plugged into the thermostat. They're all connected. So then you're going to take this little suction cup thing. This is what reads the temperature in your greenhouse. You're supposed to drag it all the way up, kind of like to the highest point here. We had a hard time getting it to stay stuck on the window panel, so we're going to Velcro it. We're going to figure out something else. Definitely keep your thermostat manual. Don't throw this away. This will teach you how to set your thermostat. Okay, you guys, stick with me. We're at the last part here. We're installing the door. So here he is putting on 4 hinges. You will definitely need 2 people to install the door. Hey, look, I got out of my pajamas. So one person will have to screw in the door up on the hinges, and someone's going to have to hold it level as much as they possibly can and get this attached. Next, you'll be attaching the storm door handle along with the handle latch.
No, you shut up.
Next, you'll be attaching the door sweep as your partner slowly loses his mind and starts to get the giggles and the silliness kicks in. This is the big test.
The roof was the big test. Who wants a leak?
Later.
Hello. It's not bad. It's not freaking airtight, but it's pretty airtight. You know what I mean?
Next, we'll be assembling the door chain and then also putting together the water line assembly. Remember way back in one of the first videos, we were putting together these benches and there was a space between these 2 benches. That's for this water assembly line. So if you're looking at your greenhouse from the front, looking at it straight on, this is on the right side of your greenhouse. If you're inside your greenhouse, then it's on the left side. There's a hole that goes to the outside and you'll be able to bring water in. So you'll be securing this with 2 pipe clamps. We might be adding a 3rd one. Okay, you guys, the big moment. This is the last thing that you will be putting on your greenhouse is this little plaque that says Backyard Discovery.
Put a roof on this pergola.
That's your last screw that you're screwing in for this greenhouse. That is taken.
Every bit of my energy and my patience. Let's return it. Let's return it now. It's got to be on a knot. Oh my God. There's something there.
Let's wait before I tighten this.
Could you?
We had 30 something broken freaking pieces. We got criticized for accepting 37 broken pieces.
32.
32.
Broken.
It's rained 37 straight days.
As it is right now.
I hereby tighten this last screw.
In
I
the
feel
name
like I
of
haven't
the,
showered in 37 days.
in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
There it is. Amen.
Where's the applause? Where's the drum roll? Here she is, you guys. She's completely assembled, looking beautiful. In the coming days, we're going to be redoing the front. Ah, look at that. We added some pea stone, some pavers, and we boxed in that front. She's looking very professional now. I know I have 2 solar lights that I've ordered that I'll be putting on the legs in the front here. Look at my cute little wind chime, and I got a little balloon sock. This is going to be so much fun utilizing this greenhouse, not only to decorate it, but to really use it to start to grow things on the inside and extend my growing season. So if you've enjoyed this series, please give it a thumbs up, share it, leave us an uplifting comment. If you're putting one together, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help in any way I can. As always, thank you for watching here at Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration. Happy gardening, everyone!